Hey everyone, welcome to another video of Weeb Psycho TV. Today in this video, I'll be recommending a great binge-worthy web novel that I read almost 3 weeks ago, depending on when this video comes out. I did start this web novel when it had between 200 something chapters, but after I caught up, I dropped it, and I felt like it was too premature for me to make a video about it. But recently, it reached over 600 chapters, and I told myself, I guess it's time. Before I get in the meat of this video, I would like to say thank you for all my subscribers. At the time of this recording, we are already over 900 subscribers. And by the time this video gets published, we may even be actually over 1,000 subscribers. For that, I just want to say thank you. This channel wouldn't be what it is without you guys. For the guys who aren't subbed yet, what are you guys waiting for? You guys might miss out on being part of the first K Squad. Anyways, let's get started with this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Weeb Psycho TV, where we explore the world of web novels together. The web novel I'll be discussing is probably a web novel you guys have seen on the web novel platform before, and I'm not sure if it's only me, but they constantly flash this web novel across the screen as often as My Vampire System. But what can I do? I did read this a couple months ago, but the story was still pretty young, and at the time I felt like it had great potential. I picked it back up a couple of weeks ago and it definitely did live up to its potential, so far anyway. The web novel is called New Age of Summoners by Vinay Raj. At the time of this recording, it has 636 chapters, a 4.6 star rating, and 6 million views on WebNovel. Before I get too into this, I would like to disclose that this is a system web novel. So if you like that aspect in your novels, you should enjoy this one. Our story starts off with our main character, Ajax, who's an orphan of course. You can't have a web novel main character with parents. Anyways, jokes aside, Ajax was living at an orphanage from a young age. But one night, a massacre takes place and a lot of people he considers family died and got separated. With Ajax escaping within an inch of his life, he unlocks a system. The story takes place in a fantasy world with different races, magic, a mercenary guild, and everything in between you could expect from this genre. So the world the author is building does have great potential and isn't limited in any way. From the novel's cover, you can interpret our protagonist will be an elemental summoner, and will have people fighting for him or with him in most battles. I'm not sure if I've ever disclosed this before, but I love these types of web novels. I really want to find more with a similar premise. If you know any good ones, please comment them below. And if you've gotten this far in the video, go smash the like button. Anyways, back to the novel. With the system as the main premise, you would expect the system directing where the plot just goes and the main character gets dragged along. But this isn't the total case with this one. Yes, there are times where the main character does stick up for himself and denies the system, but I'd say 60% of the time, the system moves the character and the plot. But the way the author wrote this novel, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. The author wrote the story in a way where I like how the story moves forward. The author has written a story that I feel literally takes all the parts we love in a web novel in the aspect of powers, skills, and tools we like to see in a character have, and mixes it all in. This great mix creates an addicting and binge-worthy read. This is definitely another story I wouldn't read before having to do something important. It would just suck up all your time. It's that addictive. Also, I just want to mention that the plot armor in this web novel I'd say is pretty heavy, but I love the story anyway. It's kinda comparable to sugar. We know it's bad for us, but we also know that the stuff tastes good regardless. It's no wonder that this web novel was addicting to read. The pace is pretty decent, but there are times where I felt like it was going slow. But I'd rather have that in this kind of web novel. Because the main character does develop pretty fast, but one thing that the author does a great job of is not having the main character become too overpowered and always having things to develop. For the main character and the characters in the story, I would personally rank them at a B. The characters do what they need to do to move the story along in a way where I don't care if some characters are one-dimensional. If I would have just one negative thing to say about the novel, is that the grammar at the beginning of the story is written really poorly. But after he got his editor, the grammar has gotten pretty good. I am no stickler on grammar at all. Most of the time, I really don't mind. But in my opinion, as long as it's easy to read and I can follow the story and the story's important aspects are compelling, it's alright with me. In my opinion, the story should carry the story more than the grammar. Before I forget to mention this, I didn't know the channel could have gotten to a point where some authors would notice such a small channel. I just want to say thank you to all my viewers for making us grow so fast. And if the author Vinay Raj is watching, keep writing. You're doing a great job. Also, I'd like to mention, Vinay Raj is also working on another book called My Cultivation System. I haven't read it yet because I'm currently reading other novels at the moment, and the story's still young, but don't worry, I'll eventually get to it. If any of you guys get the chance to read it before me, let me know in the comments below if it's worth it or not. Before I end this video, I'd like to remind you guys to check the links in the bio to go follow my social media. So when the WebNovel app does promotions, you guys can use my link and be able to get a 7-day free membership on WebNovel. So follow me so you don't miss out, and also check my bio to find my invitation code for the WebNovel app if you're new to the WebNovel scene. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next video. Welcome to the 7th ever after show of Weeb Psycho TV. This is part of the video where we'll have a little fun down in the comments. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is fill the comment section with "Plot Armor Works." So if you enjoyed the video or want to support my channel, simply comment "Plot Armor Works" and I'll definitely heart those comments because I appreciate everybody who stays till the end of my videos. Alright, see ya. Till next time.